very surprised. Never told me you wanted to go. I know. They were power couples. Tell him. Don't tell me. Dr. Phil McGraw and his wife Robin have been together for decades, but fans detected something. Dr. Phil lost his ring. Divorce was unexpected and explosive for a man who built his brand on repairing couples. Internet exploded. One question lingered everywhere. After over 40 years, why did they split? What went wrong with those flawless smiles and looks? Answer will shock you. Enjoy your tea and stay tuned as we discuss the unexpected breakup. Bitter divorce. Divorce seems to be spreading since last year. Dr. Phil finally got it. Inside sources claim Dr. Phil and Robin are divorcing bitterly. But there's more. The source said they may have been apart for a while. Still the biggest shock? Reason for everything. Since Robin started appearing less on Dr. Phil's show, people started pointing fingers, mostly at Dr. Phil. Fans assumed he was to blame. However, Dr. Phil recently spoke up. He uttered some serious things when he did. Things that may make you feel sorry for the man and his perfect marriage. What happened behind the scenes? What did Dr. Phil reveal? Watch to find out. Over the years, Dr. Phil McGraw has helped many couples have better, healthier relationships. Naturally, everyone imagined he had a great marriage, but not precisely. Phil married Robin McGraw in 1976. The couple has 2 sons, Jay and Jordan, and 4 grandchildren. Their relationship seemed unbreakable, but for years, it has been plagued by rumors, and a deeper look suggests that things may have been off for a while. Not every talk over the years has been truthful. They've overcome divorce rumors several times and seem unconcerned. Phil boldly told Us Weekly in 2018 that we've never been separated. No one in our house has mentioned divorce. However, murmurs have followed that phrase over the years, hurting its longevity. From infidelity, gossip, their weird chemistry, and even their strange relationship customs. The whispers keep becoming louder. One big red flag? Not Dr. Phil's first marriage. Before Robin, he married Debbie Higgins McCall in 1970. Infidelity terminated their marriage in 1973, according to Debbie. McCall didn't share Phil's fame since he didn't perceive any benefit. When Phil revealed his divorce, she opened up and said something ugly. She said she dissolved the marriage after confronting him about adultery. She said it wasn't about his feelings toward me and that it was just the way the world worked. That was his first marriage. Things weren't perfect after he married Robin either. Years of cheating rumors. A 1988 affair with a 19-year-old therapy patient was particularly troubling. Dr. Phil's business is about helping people overcome infidelity and mental suffering, making these claims extra sensational. And that he cheated on his first wife 3 years before marrying Robin. That increases suspicion. It gets messy, eh? So wait. Robin and Dr. Phil have written books. In 2009, Robin was apparently writing a memoir, which Dr. Phil didn't like. Phil opposed her intentions, according to the National Enquirer. A close acquaintance told the site that the couple's marriage has been rocky for a while. Robin will leave Dr. Phil forever if he forces her not to publish the book. Phil feels deceived yet powerless to stop Robin, according to the same buddy. The source claimed that Dr. Phil was trying to pay Robin into scrapping the book idea. Phil was quite convincing, suggesting that delaying the biography was best for their marriage. He thought Robin would give up the manuscript for outrageous money. Although Robin never published her memoir, the bribe rumors remain unconfirmed. If they were, their silence may have cost them dearly. With Dr. Phil finally stepping out and rumors of a harsh divorce gaining hold, many wonder what happened behind closed doors. What mysteries have been hidden for decades? According to recent rumors, this isn't just a separation. It unravels a carefully created image. The kind of image marketed to millions, polished for cameras, and positioned as the gold standard of love and knowledge. But now the fractures are emerging, and what's coming through isn't pretty. As if a difficult divorce from Robin wasn't enough, Dr. Phil seems to be embroiled in never-ending issues. The accumulation of it may have contributed to the end of his decades-long marriage. Dr. Phil McGraw has always come to Dr. Rama's clinic. One of his first and most controversial conflicts was Britney Spears. At her public breakdown climax, McGraw visited Spears in the hospital in January 2008. He revealed the visit thereafter, leaving Spears' family feeling deceived. They felt surprised and accused him of manipulating Britney's condition for power. The outcry was so strong he canceled the whole Dr. Phil episode. That would revolve around her. That was just the start. Dr. Phil was again in the spotlight during the COVID-19 pandemic. Social distancing was his topic this time. He questioned whether the country should be shut down, comparing COVID-19 mortality to vehicle accidents, tobacco, and swimming pools. Many found the comparison tone-deaf, especially given the pandemic scope. Those were his public mistakes. Behind the scenes, things get murkier. McGraw and his show have faced numerous lawsuits, each more distressing than the last. Following a sexual attack at a Utah ranch McGraw suggested on his show, a lady sued McGraw and Viacom CBS for negligence in 2021. Deepak and Satish Kalpo, two Natalie Holloway disappearance suspects, sued the show for defamation, saying they were misrepresented. Darkness increases. Shirley Ray Dew sued again, alleging she was detained against her while during a 2007 Dr. Phil house filming and forced into a room with a naked man who exposed himself. The show's legal team refuted the charges, saying they hired a car service to take Dew home when she voiced her uneasiness, and the producers realized they couldn't help her. Perhaps the most unsettling charges come from behind the camera. Critics have long accused the show of abusing vulnerable people under the pretext of helping. BuzzFeed questioned 12 Dr. Phil staff in 2022 and found their accounts damning. The allegations described a poisonous workplace where employees were encouraged to use racist stereotypes and deceive guests. Apparently, a visitor was denied medication to appear more unsteady on TV. McGraw's lawyers called it clickbait. The 2016 interview with the shining actress Shelley Duvall was criticized as exploitative and predatory. Before his 2013 appearance, Survivor winner and recovering alcoholic Todd Herzog said producers gave him Xanax and left open vodka bottles in his doctoring room. A show psychologist refuted the allegations. But the damage was done. Even medical critics spoke out. Some claimed that the show had outlived its purpose and had become a platform for sponsors' products rather than treatment. A mental health specialist slammed the program for using crisis guests to peddle unproven treatment packages and virtual tools. In their opinion, the show wasn't helpful. In disguise, it was a marketing machine. Taylor Kohlmiller, a media studies professor who attended Dr. Phil tapings, called them manipulative and immoral on social media. A tape featured a Michael Jackson dance-off with peppy music and heart-shaped stress balls. The tone changed after the episode. The next episode covered teen suicide. Miller remembered the rapid emotional whiplash as manipulative or incompetent. Miller, a media analyst, thought it was purposeful. That emotional roller coaster is how producers keep audiences engaged, they said. It was intentional to switch from lighthearted fun and heartbreaking trauma. Was strategic. Dr. Phil's personal life was also simmering during this scandal. As his marriage reportedly broke apart and public opinion changed, his Family Guy and relationship expert image began to crumble. Many wondered if Dr. Phil had peaked. One thing is clear, he has complex lawsuits, exploitation charges, and years of personal anger. The Dr. Phil brand may never return. If you think the Doctorama is over, think again. Because you must go back to the beginning to understand how it all fell apart. A love story existed before fame, scandals, and cameras. One that looked beautiful until it wasn't. Robin and Dr. Phil met how? Dr. Phil may be best known for helping Dr. Rama solve his problems on TV, but his love story with Robin McGraw has lasted over 4 decades, and fans have always swooned. For years, Robin appeared on Dr. Phil, giving that particular romantic flair that people loved. The two seemed inseparable. Few know that their narrative began before TV fame. Soon after Phil divorced Debbie Higgins McCall, their relationship began before Dr. Phil began in 2002. Phil and Debbie married in 1970 when he was 20, but their relationship fizzled by 1973. Debbie blamed infidelity for the breakup. The couple terminated their marriage, and fate intervened. Phil met 19-year-old Robin Jo Jameson through his sister Brenda. That first meeting wasn't soulmate-like. Robin later remembered Phil's unfriendly behavior that night, but he had an excuse: not feeling well. Their difficult start was short-lived. Phil made a big move the next night. He took Robin flying on their first date after earning his pilot's license at 16. Phil proposed on Valentine's Day 1976 after a few years of dating. Robin felt comfortable with him because he had a strong protective presence. 6 months later, they married. Robin recalled how lovely their early years were. Phil carved a heart with the initials PM Loves RM into a tree trunk near their humble apartment while they were in school. He photographed, developed, and framed the carving. As gift, Robin considered it her best gift. With their first son, Jay McGraw, in 1979, their love story became a family. They had Jordan McGraw, their second son, in 1986. The McGraws raised their boys privately in the early years. But that changed in the 1990s when the Oprah Winfrey Show made Phil famous. He became Oprah's go-to psychologist after connecting with her viewers. Dr. Phil launched in 2002 after that exposure, putting the McGraw family in the spotlight. Phil's guidance and picture-perfect connection with Robin captivated fans. The couple appeared to have found lasting love. Robin once stated that their marriage was not 50-50. They each gave 100 to 100. They knew each other's needs and prioritized them daily before getting married. Robin pursued her passions as Phil developed a daytime TV empire. She authored Inside My Heart, choosing to live with passion and purpose in 2007 to reveal her personal life and celebrate her marriage. Robin wrote 3 more novels after the book topped the New York Times bestseller list. The couple's family grew over time. Sanjay married Erica Dam, a former Playboy model. They had daughter Avery Elizabeth in 2010 and son London Philip in 2011. Phil and Robin fell in love immediately. Robin reportedly boasted that she was born to be a grandmother, not a mother. The love continued. Their youngest son, Jordan, has 2 chill doctrines with wife Morgan Stewart, Roe Rangeley in 2021 and Gray Oliver in 2022. Phil quipped in an interview that grandfatherhood meant having fun without duty. Unlimited popsicles. Robin apparently doesn't know their grandkids. With Dr. Phil ending in 2023, the couple may have more time for their growing family. Robin maintains her podcast, I've Got a Secret. They celebrated 47 years of marriage in August 2023. Their anniversary pics were still perfect. With their love and gladness beaming, fans began speculating about their 50th anniversary, which should be swoon-worthy based on their past. Robin once told how they maintained their romance for years. Phil always brings her favorite wedding cake on significant occasions. He always has her favorite sweet treat ready. That consistent, thoughtful love? It's no wonder fans crave more. They post cute family moments, sweet tributes, and photos of their timeless love story on Instagram. Dr. Phil's brand is built on love, wisdom, and picture-perfect devotion, so it's easy to forget that he wasn't always America's relationship guru. That wedding cake custom? That charming Instagram romance? From humble roots, a rough upbringing, and a tireless doctorate, a small-town guy became a household name. Dr. Phil background. Before giving tough love on national TV, Philip Calvin McGraw was a Vineta, Oklahoma child born on September 1, 1950. He and his 3 sisters, Deanna, Donna, and Brenda, were raised in North Texas oil fields by their workaholic father, Joseph McGraw Jr., who supplied oil industry equipment, and mother, and Geraldine Jerry. The arid Texas plains weren't glamorous, but Phil learned work ethic by flipping burgers at an A&W root beer stand and working shifts at a pizza restaurant in Oklahoma City at 13. His life changed when his family moved to Kansas. While his father pursued his psychology doctorate, Phil attended Shawnee Mission North High School in Overland Park. He wasn't just studying. He played middle linebacker for Glenn Dobbs at the University of Tulsa in 1968 after hitting hard on the football field. Phil's football story ended quickly. He earned a BA at Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Texas. 1975 psychology degree. His scholarly pursuits continued. He earned a master's in experimental psychology a year later and a PhD in clinical psychology at North Texas State University in 1979. His dissertation? Deep dive into rheumatoid arthritis, psychosocial treatments. For added variety, he completed postdoctoral forensic psychology training at the Wilmington Institute. On Dr. Phil, his dissertation advisor Frank Lawless would become a key psychological voice. McGraw returned to Texas to join his father in Wichita Falls with credentials. They practiced private psychology. Phil was more than a clipboard-wielding office worker. He and his father founded Pathways, a self-help lecture series, alongside Texas entrepreneur Thelma Box in 1985. Phil sold his stake for $325,000 in 1991. A power move that provided him the money and courage to pivot again. McGraw and attorney Gary Dobbs created Courtroom Sciences Incorporated CSI in 1990. Trial consultation, mock courtrooms, legal argument analysis, and lawyer preparation for Dr. Amma were CSI specialties. Strategy, optics, and jury winning were key. These behind-the-scenes doctory runs influenced CBS's legal Dr. Ramabol, drawing off McGraw's CSI background. The show was inspired by him and co-created by him. Through this legal consulting firm, McGraw's life took another huge turn into Oprah's orbit. Oprah hired CSI in 1995 to prepare her legal team for the Amarillo beef trial. She believed McGraw's insights helped her win the case. After the 1998 trial, Oprah invited him to be a regular guest on her show. McGraw's straightforward life and relationship advice aired every Tuesday. By September 2002, Phil McGraw was ready to shine. His Pitesky Productions and Oprah's Harpo Studios produced Dr. Phil, a syndicated talk show. McGraw provided expert counsel and unedited frank talk on real-life topics like addiction, infidelity, parenting, and mental health in each episode. Runaway hit show. He received $15 million a year from King World Productions for his 2013 to 2014 syndication deal. Dr. Phil peaked in May 2007 with 6.69 million viewers, second only to Oprah. It maintained 5.69 million viewers a year later. Dr. Phil was the top syndicated talk program in the US for 117 weeks by December 2018. Forbes ranked him 22nd on its list of highest-paid celebrities in 2020, earning $65.5 million. Success wasn't without controversy. Professionals and skeptics have questioned McGraw's therapy and recommendations. His advice is considered too simplistic and unhelpful by many. The National Alliance on Mental Illness called a Dr. Phil episode unprofessional and inappropriate. McGraw never claimed to be a therapist. He told the Chicago Tribune in 2001 that he didn't like the peaceful pipe-smoking "tell me about your mother's" therapy. Despite criticism, Dr. Phil had an unexpected impact. A 2016 Ohio State University study found that show watchers were more likely to seek mental health assistance for themselves and their chill doctrine. The study found a parasocial link between viewers and McGraw that gave them confidence to ask for aid. Love or detest him, one thing is certain. After flipping burgers in Oklahoma, Phil McGraw became a famous and controversial daytime TV personality. McGraw was always a commanding figure on the football field, courtroom simulations, and soundstages. Even without Dr. Phil, his influence endures. How do you view Dr. and his wife? Leave your comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Click the next video you'll like.